Hampshire's been a swing state in these presidential elections since really 2000, and certainly when President Bill Clinton won in the 4 electoral votes in 1996, a lot of folks started to wonder, well, maybe this isn't just about Bill Clinton and his personal popularity. Maybe the state is fundamentally changing and becoming a purple state, and we certainly are again, and you can tell with the presidential business. Boy, President Barack Obama came back to New Hampshire for the 6th time this year, for the 5th time in the general election campaign at Elm Street Middle School, talking about his plan for the economy and trying to run down Mitt Romney's economic agenda. And certainly we have Mitt Romney coming back into the state on Tuesday for the first time in more than a month. We really, as I said, being a swing state, we've seen a lot of these appearances, but not to this level, and not certainly in the general election, to have the entire presidential ticket here. In the span of less than a week, to have the president, the vice president, Joe Biden, and Keene on Monday, the first lady of this country, Michelle Obama, on Tuesday, Mitt Romney's wife, Ann Romney, campaigning in the state on her own earlier this week, and also at the end of last week, Joe Biden's wife, doing some campaigning stops as well. That's just unprecedented to see that level of intensity. And I think it speaks to how New Hampshire could well be the difference. If you look at the Electoral College map, it's conceivable we could have a rerun like 2000, when if George Bush doesn't win New Hampshire, he's not president. And it's more likely, frankly, that that Barack Obama needs New Hampshire than Mitt Romney needs New Hampshire. The scenario for the president clearly has to do with losing a lot of the South and then needing New Hampshire if he were to lose Ohio. Then kind of run the table on a lot of the swing states to the far west. Mitt Romney, more than likely, could become president without winning New Hampshire. But he's got to win a lot of states where for that to happen. He's got to win a lot of states where he's close right now, and the president is still very strong. Keep in mind, as we head into this election, how important the ground game is and how it can make a difference, 1 or 2 points, when a race is very close. We saw that in 2004. I would submit that President George W. Bush probably wins New Hampshire again in 2004 like he narrowly did, had John Kerry not had a superior ground game, which they really did, and that they not have support from below of some very good candidates, one being certainly John Lynch, who first became governor in 2004, that helped buttress that ground game. I think the Democrats have some very solid candidates below President Obama, and that should help as well. I think that's why you have to right now give a slight edge to this president of winning New Hampshire's electoral votes, but it's very close, and we'll watch it for you right up here through Election Day. It's going to be one of the most exciting election nights in New Hampshire history.